Good day everyone. Welcome again to another episode of Basic Transfer Pricing Philippines. And today I will discuss to you the Philippine accounting standards for related parties. So the International Accounting Standards or the Philippine Accounting Standards 24 ensure that an entity's financial statements contain the disclosures necessary to draw attention to the possibility that its financial position and profit or loss may have been affected by the existence of related parties and by transaction and outstanding balances with such parties. So, ito po yung financial statements na dapat mayroong disclosures doon kung may related parties ba. Why? Kasi, halimbawa, may users, may mga stakeholders, may nag-i-evaluate ng financial statement sa isang company na may related parties. Magkakaroon na siya kaagad ng conclusion na ibang sitwasyon ito dahil may related parties, and when we say related parties, merong element of control. No? So this standard requires disclosures of related party transactions and outstanding balances in the separate financial statement of a parent, venture, or investor presented in accordance with International Accounting Standard 27 or the consolidated and separate financial statements. No? So requirement po yan ng accounting standards. The scope of the IAS 24. Letter A, identifying related party relationships and transactions. So you have to identify ano ba yung transactions between related parties. Can be in the form of loan, interest, no? Can be in the form of provision of services or in the intragroup services, can be in any other kind, no, or the supplier of goods, no, or raw materials, can be. Letter B, identifying outstanding balances including commitments between an entity and its related parties, no. So yun po yung scope ng IAS 24. Letter C, identifying the circumstances in which disclosure of the items in A and B is required. So, ano yung mga circumstances? No? So, if you try to look at the requirements po ng BAR, lahat ng related party transaction should be disclosed. Letter B, determining the disclosures to be made about those items. So, paano ba dinidisclose itong mga items ng related parties? No? So, the purpose of related party disclosures are as determined, no, sa financial reporting natin in the as provided in the accounting standards, no. So related party relationships are a normal feature of commerce and business. For example, entities frequently carry on parts of their activities through subsidiaries, joint ventures, and associates. Kasi yung mga related parties, this is a way or this is formed by the parent company in order to have a better operation of its business and also as a convenient way of providing services to the parent company. In those circumstances, the entity has the ability to affect the financial and operating policies of the investee through the presence of control, joint control, or significant influence. No? Yun yung mga degree na may control yung isang company or may influence yung isang company on the other parties. Our related party relationship could have an effect on the profit or loss and financial position of an entity. Why? Especially if the price between related parties are dictated by one party. Related parties may enter into transactions that unrelated parties would not. No? So that makes the difference. Why? Because in related party transactions, may element lang yan ng decision, no? O kaya impose lang yung agreement. For example, an entity that sells goods to its parent at cost might not sell on those terms to another customer. Kaya, if you hypothesize, when you make a transfer pricing analysis and you hypothesize, tanong mo lang, if the parties in these transactions are not related, papayag kaya yung isang party, no? Especially kung medyo talo siya doon sa agreement. Transactions between related parties may not be made at the same amount as between unrelated parties. So in true to life, kaya nga sabi ko, itong pag-compare, no, itong arm's length principle, sa true to life, kahit ano pang gagawin mo, magkaiba talaga ang related party transactions compared to the independent transactions in so many aspects. But for tax purposes, ito lang na ginamit natin yung arm's length principle. Pero sa totoong buhay, magkaiba po siya talaga. The profit or loss and financial position of an entity may be affected by a related party relationship even if related party transactions do not occur, no? So talaga sila, iba talaga yung related party and the independent party. The mere existence of the relationship may be sufficient to affect the transactions of the entity with other parties, no? Relationship, kaya nga yun ang definition ng IBFD on the control. It's a relationship in a corporate context, no? So for example, a subsidiary may terminate relations with a trading partner on acquisition by the parent of a fellow subsidiary engaged in the same activity as the former trading partner. One party may refrain from acting because of the significant influence of another. For example, subsidiary may be instructed by its parent not to engage in research and development. Kaya nga controlled siya eh. Hindi siya free na gagawa ng sarili niyang decision, gagawa ng sarili niyang effort for development. Dependent lang siya kung ano yung sasabihin ng parent company. Yan yung subsidiary. Knowledge of an entity's transactions, standing balances, including commitments and relationships with related parties, may affect assessments of its operations by users of financial statements, including assessments of the risk and opportunities facing the entity, no? So yung risks and opportunities are gauge, no, indicator talaga doon sa related party transactions. Actually, ang daming transfer pricing issues na that arises because of these factors, no, risk and opportunities. We have discussed the related party transactions, no, the Philippine accounting standards that requires disclosures of these related party transactions in the financial statements. With that, I would like to say thank you and have a good day.